Muslims often say Muhammad followed the pattern of earlier prophets, especially Moses. In fact, one of Muhammad's relatives, Waraqa, even told him that the angel he saw was the same angel that spoke to Moses. But is that really true? Let's compare the two stories side by side. First, both Moses and Muhammad had encounters when they were alone. Moses heard God's voice from the burning bush, and God identified himself. I am the God of your father, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Muhammad, in contrast, was confronted in the Cave of Hira by a being who pressed him and commanded him to read. But Muhammad could not read, and he was terrified, unsure of what was happening. The Qur'an never records the angel introducing himself as Gabriel or declaring the God of Abraham. Second, both turned to someone close to them. Moses left his encounter with God knowing he was commissioned by God to be a prophet to Israel. God gave Moses signs to use to convince others that this command came from God. Moses was told to take Aaron, his brother, as a helper to speak for him before Pharaoh. Muhammad ran home in fear to Khadijah, who comforted him. Muhammad at this time did not believe he was commissioned as a prophet. Third, both accounts expand to others. Moses and Aaron gathered the elders of Israel, who saw the signs God gave and believed. Muhammad and Khadijah went to Waraqa, who assured Muhammad that the angel was the same one who appeared to Moses. But here's the problem. Waraqa only assumed this, and Muhammad could not read the Torah to verify if the pattern truly matched. When we compare these accounts, the differences stand out. Moses hears God's own voice clearly. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Muhammad never hears God's name. He only hears the command, read, from an angel. Moses receives a mission with signs and wonders to show Israel. Muhammad receives no signs in the cave, only fear and confusion. Moses speaks directly with God. Muhammad speaks with the angel. He is forcefully pressed until he can hardly breathe. Moses comes away empowered to lead Israel. Muhammad runs home trembling, unsure of what just happened. So, were these really the same kind of encounter? The evidence says no. Moses met the living God. Muhammad experienced something very different. That's why Waraqa was wrong when he told Muhammad the angel was the same one who came to Moses. Muhammad was right to doubt, because the Torah shows these are not the same revelation. If you're ready to learn, grow, and speak truth in love, join us, subscribe now. The conversation starts here.